What's good, family? This is your favorite homeboy Zakario. Hope everybody is doing well. Before we move forward, don't forget to hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, and also hit your notification bells. So today we are talking about a social media influencer by the name of Caliek The Model. He's going viral because he's basically stated that he knew that he was into guys since he was in high school, but it doesn't stop there. He's claiming that since high school he has been flirting with guys in the locker room, smacking ass and all types of crazy shit. So we gonna let Caliek The Model tell it, and I'll be back.
I knew I was into guys just the same way every other heterosexual man knew they was into guys. Some people just decided to accept it and acknowledge it, and some people didn't. Like, let's not play dumb. When we in school on the basketball team and all this and that, we smacking ass in the locker room and doing all that gay shit, that come from a real place. That's real curiosity, real hormones. And you know how I know? Because I was one of them. And the ones that was doing it, I tried them. And you know what I noticed? Curiosity. I ain't gonna say too much though.
Now, I don't know what type of high school he attended, but I've never experienced that personally. I'm lying. Okay, let me clarify. I haven't experienced it, or I never experienced that before, but I've seen it happen to other people, and especially like in sports teams like basketball, football, they be smacking each other's butts. And at the time, you know, I was very innocent. I didn't really think much of it, but now that I'm grown, you know what I'm saying, you can help but wonder what was that all about, all that smacking ass like he's saying. But you have to consider that, you know, during your high school years, that you know, time frame between, like, I don't know, 12 and 19, during that time, most men are figuring out themselves, right? So you basically are figuring out what you want to do for the rest of your life, what career path you want to take. Also, you're trying to figure out who you are sexually. Your sexual nature is a time for exploration, to figure out what you want, what you like, what you don't like. So yes, the hormones are high, and you know, the testosterone and all that type of stuff. So I do agree with Khalik when it comes to that, you know, because it does happen. Okay, it does happen for sure. Unfortunately, men are not giving the pass or the permission in the black community to engage in those explorations, not as much as women are given that pass and that freedom to do so. So that's something that definitely hold a lot of young black men back from engaging in that type of exploration, you know. Now, the part that stands out to me is that he said that he knew that he was into guys just the same way how other heterosexual men knew that they was into guys. And it's kind of a little bit peculiar that he's calling himself a heterosexual man, even though he knew that he was into guys. But that just goes to show you that, you know, the way that society used the word gay or homosexual to classify and box men and basically divide men into different subsets. Society uses the term gay or homosexual to kind of demote men and make them feel or put them in a lower totem pole when it comes to their masculinity. So by him saying that, like any other heterosexual guys, what he really means is that, you know, like any other masculine guy. So the word heterosexual is a substitute for the word masculine. Okay, so basically he's calling feminine men gay and masculine guys heterosexual. Okay, because at the end of the day, what brings men together is common interest. And a lot of masculine men or masculine gay men feel, gay and bisexual men feel that they don't have much in common with feminine gay men. So when he says, I knew that I was into guys like any other heterosexual man, he's meaning masculine, if that makes any sense. So That's what that is, okay? But I thought it was kind of peculiar, but I understood what he meant by that. You feel me? And I think that is kind of crazy how that works. It's crazy. Overall, I do agree with Khalik. A lot of these things come from a sense of repression, since men aren't allowed to really express themselves freely during their formative years. So that's what that is. It definitely comes from repression. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black men, young black men that is, in the black community are repressed, okay? So I do agree with him, but yeah. In my high school, when I was in high school, I've seen it happen. So I've observed it from a distance, but I never engaged with that, if that makes any sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Have you guys experienced that in your high school? Is somebody ever come on to you? Have you been smacking ass in your locker room? Hey, I don't know. Let me know. I haven't experienced it. Again, I wasn't in the sports team, or I didn't play sports in high school, so maybe that's why. Maybe if I was in the sports team, I may have experienced it, you feel me? But I wasn't. Okay, I wasn't into sports when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? But let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you have experienced that in your high school or whatever, or in general when you were coming up. That's all I got. Make sure that you all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, hit the likes, and again, also hit your notification bells. This is your homeboy Zacario. Love you guys from the moon and back, and until we meet again, love, peace, and many, many blessings.